What's up, y'all? It's Trill 3L's Train Dollar Man. So I want to talk to you real quick about this Mase versus Cameron. What's been going on with that? If you don't already know, then I don't know what you're doing. If you're a fan of hip hop and you like real rap, but getting into it, man. When the song first dropped, I think it was Friday. My initial thought is like, why? Like, what sparked this? Did Cameron say anything recently? Because we know, like, for close to like 20 years now, different rappers, including Cameron, have been saying like slick Mars or slick bars in their records. So like, why now? But apparently, I think Cameron dropped a mixtape like earlier this month, like a couple weeks ago, called The Program. And on one of the records, he said something about Mase. So that's why Mase is doing this. But getting into the song, what I liked about it, besides the fact that he was spazzing and besides his beat selection for it, is that it reminded me, like, some of the angles he had reminded me of when Jay-Z was going against Cameron. When Jay-Z dropped that album King to Come, one of their songs was Dig a Hole, and he had a line where it's like, you let that man hype you to go and get your idol, knowing good and goddamn well this is what I do. And what he was talking about was you letting Dame Dash put a battery in your back to start this beef with me and keep making these records about me and keep talking about me. You know what I'm saying? And Mace was saying the same thing. Like, uh you letting Dame Dash with his karma, you know what I'm saying, tell you what to do, like, as far as like who to go against and starting this beef with me, you know what I'm saying? But but what I also liked about the song was there's a surprise element to this song. Like, anytime, whatever you do, whatever you a rapper, a blogger, you whatever you do, I'm not going to name a whole bunch of things, but if you can bring new information to whatever platform that you have, then that will always give you the edge. And so anytime anybody has mentioned Mase in their records, they always mention Mase fleeing to Atlanta because he was in some trouble. But how many times do we hear about Cameron or lines about Cameron fleeing to Orlando, if that's true? You know what I'm saying? We don't always hear that. So when Mace flips the script and says that Cameron flee to Atlanta because whatever happened, you know what I'm saying, and these certain people that's living a certain lifestyle don't really mess with him like that, is like, okay, now he's bringing in new information, things that we haven't heard before. And also, he obviously brought up the Rucker Park incident. You know, you see Cameron, you see the video of Cameron, hopping the fence with the barriers or whatever, running. But he's bringing new information, and that's what I liked about it. And then on top of that, how he's executing it. He has his bars, and I'm saying he has a good beat. And when Mace is rapping, it's reminding me of when Mace came back. Well, that's old Mace, and when Mace came back in '04 on that Fat Joe Lean Back record. That was fire. And then when he came back with his own album, like, the whole album wasn't solid to me, but he had some records on there where he was spitting. And then when he came back in '05 when he was with G Unit, you know what I'm saying, he was spitting. I feel like both of them can can benefit from this, because I know Dipset was having that Diplomat reunion. I'm feeling like an album's going to spawn from this. But Cameron's record at Dinner Time, ah man, decent. It was a decent song to listen to just to see what he has to say to Mace. But it's nothing that you gonna play again, man. When I tell you, when that Mace record dropped, the Oracle, I listened to it again and again and again because I was like, yo, this is dope, man. This is what hip hop needs. It brought the excitement back. It's kind of like when Remy Ma and Nicki was going at it. Um, Even though I thought Remy Ma won, Remy Ma had good bars. Everything was on fire except for her delivery. To me, it sounded like she wrote it just then and she spit it the first time she wrote it. She didn't take her time and try to flow it right, but it was still dope. But as long as it doesn't go too far and violence doesn't ensue from this, then everything would be all good. You know what I mean? It'll just be an element of hip hop that is needed right now. But this record made spaz, like you could tell he took his time. Um, got his facts, knew how he wanted to spit the facts or whatever. Well, we don't know if it's true, but how he wanted to say his certain things and put it all in a record, and it was dope, man. I think Mase should definitely capitalize off of this. Drop some new records or whatever. I know he has some music. You know what I'm saying? Drop a mixtape or something at least, even if it's not an album. Drop another single and a video. Start getting your name back off of there because Dipset, they gonna have a reunion album. You already know that's coming, but they both can benefit from it. But let me know how y'all think this is gonna play out. What y'all think is gonna happen? How you feel about it? Comment, rate, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss nothing. Trill 3L is $3 man, y'all. Peace.